We don't need that much, just some love that starts.
Good morning! How's it going? Nancy here. Sorry I gave Rock the day off. It's only me flying solo today. Happy Monday. Welcome to a brand new week. Cheers, everybody. Well, good morning, Julie. Thank you for joining me. So this week, we're really focusing on gut health. But before we get into that, I want to share with you how amazing my weekend was. Oh my goodness. It was my birthday weekend. We celebrated in Mont Tremblant. It was just amazing. That place is so magical, so magnificent in so many ways. It's like you have the countryside and then you have the activities to do, like the luge, the Tonga Lumina, the gondola, panoramic. I mean, there's so many things to do. Of course, we didn't get a chance to do it all. That's why we have to go back. But it was really good. It was good to get out, and you know, it's good to switch things up a little bit. Celebrate yourself. Last week we were talking about emotional healing, which I think celebrating ourselves is definitely a part of emotional healing. So this week we're going to focus on gut healing, gut health, because when I first started out this whole journey towards health and wellness, I was healing a major key component of my anxiety, which is, you know, it stems in the gut. In our gut we have, you know, a major portion of our central nervous system, our mitochondria, which, you know, is responsible to give us energy, and also our serotonin levels, all of which a major part lies in our gut. So by healing the gut, I felt big difference in my anxiety, like in my well-being. Like I was starting to feel less anxious, felt more safe in my body. So, and of course, like in the back of your mind, when you're taking care of yourself, you're telling yourself over and over again that you're worth taking care of. So of course your self-worth increases and you become more confident in yourself, your body, in the world. So it's a big thing. So last week I touched on, there's 3 major key components of healing yourself, you know, health and wellness. You know, there's the physical component, there's the mindset every day, training your mindset every single day, and then there's the emotional aspect, you know, healing the pain body that we all carry at some level or another. So it's really important to consistently pay attention to those 3 in order to thrive with your health and your well-being. So I'm in the phase now I'm concentrating more in healing the emotional pain body, but I'm still consistently applying, you know, feeding my mind right every single day, because if you don't feed your mind right every single day, you are likely to be drawn into so much of what's going on in the world, like with this COVID-19 global pandemic, all of like the mainstream negative media and these like social media, all those things. So it's good to feed your mind right every single day. I'm not saying don't listen to the news. I'm not listening to just expose yourself less to those types of things and expose yourself more to the things that are going to make you feel better, make you feel empowered, make you feel inspired, make you feel good and safe in your own body. Because if you don't have that foundation, then it's very easy to be lost and worried and scared and overwhelmed, and all those negative emotions take over. So it's good, like you have to stand guard at the gate of your own mind, and it really starts with what you feed it every single day, and also what you feed your gut every single day, because like I mentioned, a major part of your central nervous system and your feel-good hormones lies in your gut. So the way it works, your gut, is that a lot of us, we have, well, I wouldn't say suffer, but over time of eating certain foods and experiencing certain stress, it creates this leaky gut syndrome. And what happens is that in our gut lining, we have these little microvilli that are supposed to just grab the vitamins and nutrients and certain macronutrients, micronutrients, and then bring it into the bloodstream and then feed our cells at a cellular level. But if we eat the wrong foods for a long period of time, it kind of like wrecks those microvilli and creating like larger windows for the large proteins and the pathogens and the candida and all of the toxins to seep through the gut, and then that goes into our bloodstream, and then it causes all kinds of different autoimmune diseases. So super important to know this, because we have that power at the end of our own fork, every single bite that we take, to change and heal and seal our gut, and then that way we can feel better physically and most importantly mentally. So that's why it's important to be consistently with, not perfectly, but being consistent with what you eat every single day. So that's the big thing this week. We're going to talk about gut health. Super important that we get that in check. Certainly made a big difference in my own health and my own well-being. Not to say that, you know, there's some times where, you know, I feel anxious at times, you know, and I have to check in with myself to see, okay, what is it, more on the mindset area, or is it the physical aspect, or if I had like too much sugar, too much caffeine, too much chocolate, too much things like that. You can feel it in your body. So when you're tuning into your body, you can really, you know what you need. Like our gut instincts tell us what we need in order to thrive. So that's good, Lori. So I think I abused my gut for many years by skipping meals. I'm happy to report that I'm eating 3 meals, snacks, drinking water, walking, feeling better, and losing a few pounds here and there. All that is good. So that's the thing. Like, you're just progressing towards the healthier version of you, and that's the best way to do it, because if you go on these massive diets, chances are they don't work because they're not sustainable. But if you consistently progress towards eating healthier and cleaning out your diet, then that way it's more sustainable. Your palate changes over time. You get used to eating certain foods that you weren't used to. I mean, the major things that disrupt our palate and our habits is sugar. And there's sugar in so many things, so many packaged foods, even in, you know, the refined carbs, high amounts of sugar in there, like the breads, the pasta, all these things. So it's hard for us to train our palate right when it's all around us. So it's being consistent with just eating the right foods every single meal makes it a big difference. And then over time you can have that you know, piece of cake or the pasta meal or the bread once in a while, because the body has the chance to heal, you know. So that's what it's designed to do. We just never give it a chance to do what it needs to do. So that is the big thing. So to be consistent. And to add to today's topic, I would also say to eat foods that really help heal and seal the gut. So things like aloe vera juice help. Like, you know how like we have like if we have like a scar or like any wounds or scars on our body, then we, like, if we use an aloe vera plant and we rub it against it, it helps to heal the scarring. Well, it's the same thing inside of our gut. So if we have the aloe vera juice every single day, a little bit goes a long way. It helps to seal the scars that tends to be, because what's happening is that the foods that we eat that wreak havoc on our gut creates little scars on our gut lining, and it creates the inflammation, and that's the inflammation that seeps through our bloodstream. For the longest time, I've had eczema, and that was because the gut was irritated by years and years of eating processed foods, and also feeling super stressed, because when you're stressed, it also creates inflammation inside your gut. So those are all the things that, by working on the mindset, meditation, having a mindfulness practice to help dampen down our stress levels, and also eating the right foods, will give you the perfect recipe to heal the gut. So aloe vera juice, also fermented food, prebiotics and probiotic foods. Like prebiotic is what feeds the good bacteria, and then probiotic is what creates the good bacteria. And a lot of this actually, I've created this online training program that really talks about how to heal the gut into greater details, because when you're able to heal the gut, then you're able to have a better handle on your overall health and your well-being. So I mentioned prebiotics in there, probiotics, the types of foods, like the fermented foods that help create the good bacteria, the gut microbiome that creates the good bacteria inside of your gut where you thrive. So those are the things that I think it's module 2 of my 5-module online course that I talk about, specifically a whole module on gut health. And so if you guys want to check that out, I'm going to actually post a link to the online course so you guys can check it out, because it's super, it really talks about all the fundamentals: gut health, mindset, healing your body, your mind, your all of that. So that way you have the tools and the practices and the resources that you can practice out every single day. So that way you're not left feeling like super anxious if that's your go-to emotions, or depressed even, or if you're feeling like low energy, chronic fatigue. All those things stem from the gut. And also, like if you suffer from skin issues like eczema or psoriasis or dry skin, things like that, all those things, that online course gives you all the resources for you to educate yourself. Self-education goes a long way when it comes to your health and your well-being. So where do you find that juice? So you can find that, well, I'm pretty sure you can find it at, if you have a Loblaws at your end, you can find it there, or a Loblaws or any natural food stores. I think at your end is Superstore, if you would have that over there. You can find it in the nature section in the grocery, any major grocery store. Go in the nature section, and then it's in the supplements, and you'll find aloe vera juice. So you have that, and it just really makes a big difference. I've noticed a big difference in my eczema as soon as I started taking that. So if you want to heal your eczema, it starts within. You know, beauty starts from the inside out. So I hope that helps. I'm going to leave you guys with that. That's food for thought for this week. We're going to focus on gut health. If you have any other questions for me, feel free to ask. If not, have yourselves a fantastic day. And as always, I love you, and I'm thinking about you. And we'll talk to you guys tomorrow morning at 7:45. Cheers.